That's my bad boy.
Yo, we are back for round two, man. Give me a thumbs up in the chat real quick if y'all can hear my audio better this time. Apologies. I had to switch it back to the OG mic, the original red glowing mic. And maybe this is suited for the right environment that we're about to enter, man. It's boxing prediction time. That's right. Deontay Wilder versus Joseph Parker. Looks like we're getting a thumbs up. All right. So we finally got that shit sorted out, man. I had to dig in the crate and get the old mic out. One of those things, right? You gotta roll with the punches. But here we are. For those of you dropping by, I appreciate you. Make sure you guys get the likes up right away, man. You guys know how it is, man. It's like a solar eclipse, basically, when Divine Sense Boxing comes live. It doesn't happen very often nowadays, but you know when it does happen, it's going to be great. So make sure we get the likes all the way up. Hopefully, we'll get at least 50 likes. That's the goal. That's the objective for this live stream, is to try to get it up to 50 likes, man. Your boy's been busy doing a lot of different projects and other business ideas, moving places. I'm actually setting up a whole new podcast project, hence the new setup and everything. I'm still sorting some things out, and I'll be giving you guys the information on what that new project is going to be. But it's going to be more about life related type shit, like some real deep topic type shit. But I will come on here from time to time to chop it up with you guys about boxing, because how could I not, right? Still a big part of my life. I still do pay attention to what's going on. And I also plan on going live here throughout the week, the next couple of weeks, to give you guys my thoughts on fights that I didn't cover. You know, I haven't been live for about 4 or 5 months. So there's a lot of fights out there that I still want to touch on, let you guys know my post fight thoughts. And I'll make sure I'll get that to you guys as soon as I possibly can. But in the meantime, here in the next, well, I mean, how many days now? Today's the 17th for me officially. I think it's the 17th morning for you guys back stateside right now. So we got 5 days to go before we see Deontay Wilder back in the ring. And for those of you who have been a longtime subscriber of my channel, hear me talking about any type of Deontay Wilder fight. You guys know that I'm a huge supporter of Deontay Wilder, and no need to get into the details and the reasons behind that, but you guys know what it is, man. But I wanted to come on here and give you guys my thoughts, break down this fight for you guys, and of course, leave you guys my final prediction, and hopefully go live on during the fight, you know, and give you guys my live fight analysis of that fight. So, you know, one thing I want to remind people of is, you know, it's always funny about Deontay, man, because what's up, Kaz? I see Kaz in the building, Maine in the building, Charles in the building. I see you guys, man. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Do me a favor and help me get those likes up, because you guys know you don't see me very often here on this YouTube shit. Nitty G, the first one in the building. We had some other people in here earlier, man, about 30 minutes ago, but my mic was fucking up, so I had to change my shit out, man. But I saw Stormy in here earlier, trying to hold it down for me while I've been gone. I appreciate you, Stormy, if you come back in or if you catch this video later. But look, man, it's funny about Deontay, because I feel like in a lot of ways people are never satisfied. And I've kind of noticed a new Deontay in a way, like a new demeanor, like a new development, a new evolution of Deontay Wilder since the Fury trilogy. And I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm enjoying watching the positive energy. He's laid back, he's confident. It's like he's got other stuff on his mind. It's like he went through this deep, dark process, and he's come out on the other side and has really revived himself. And you can really see that. And I appreciate that from Deontay, man, to really show the maturity and the grit, and still has that fire in his gut, that dedication to come back in. I mean, because let's face it, man, this is the reality. Whether you hate Deontay or you like him or you're a massive supporter of Deontay, this man didn't have to come back. This man didn't have to come back. This man's made millions in the sport. He can be a commentator. He can be a coach. He can do whatever the hell he wants to do. Start a whole new different business venture. Who knows? Maybe make some grills or some shit like George Foreman did. Like, who knows, right? The point is that he didn't have to come back. Plat Boys, man. What's up, Plat Boy? My man Plat Boy hit me on IG. Bro, what's up, bro? I've been waiting for you to come back. I come on for 5 minutes. I got to leave. And now I'm back again. So I appreciate my boy Plat Boys, man. And I want to say this too for my boy Plat Boys, man. I've been gone. I think it's been 4 or 5 months now. And you have stayed a member of the channel, which means that you've continued to pay the monthly membership, even though I haven't come live, bro. So I really appreciate you, bro. I really, really appreciate you, man. A lot of people stayed loyal to the channel, waiting for my return. So here I am. And a lot of this is me coming back because of people like Plat Boys. You know what I'm saying? So much love. What's up, Terry? I see you, bro. So yeah, what people have to realize is Deontay didn't have to come back, but he's back. And even though he came back before he got a knockout, people still trying to, downgrade it and say it was the dude was acting and it was staged and all this other shit. So, people are never satisfied. And we know that, I mean, at least from what I can see, and I'm not in the boxing circles as like I'm not engraved in it as much as I was, a couple years ago when I was on this shit talking about boxing. But from what I do know and have observed and my own kind of it's basically my own observation on this shit. The one fight that we obviously all want to see with Deontay, getting older now, is obviously an Anthony Joshua fight or a Usyk fight. But I'm going to say it right here and right now before I even get into this prediction of Wilder versus Parker. And anybody can come into the chat and challenge me on this, or leave it in the comment section if you come to this video later. Joshua don't want no part of Deontay Wilder, bro. I'm telling you right now. Anthony Joshua is about to go fight Otto Wallen. Y'all understand what I'm saying to you? This man has basically an emotional and damn near mental breakdown after he loses to Usyk. And he's coming back to fight a guy. I mean, and then he gets the main event. See, I don't understand that shit, man. But one thing I can say is he don't want nothing to do with Deontay Wilder. I can tell you that right here and right now. And if Deontay Wilder knocks out Joseph Parker in grand fashion as the co-main event, y'all can bet money. Don't even bet money on a. Don't even like organize your money for the potential of a Wilder Joshua fight. If Wilder knocks out Parker, take that money and put it somewhere else because you're never going to see that fight, bro. I'm telling you that shit right now. You're never going to see that fight. He want no part of Wilder. And we've got like a mad chill Wilder right now. Like I've never seen Wilder like this. I mean, I want to say never, but it's been a long time. Very reserved, very kind of like, he's in his zone right now. He's not talking shit. He's not really doing nothing. He's just all about business. He's got a plan, man. Deontay's got a plan in the back of his head. We don't know what that is exactly, but he's sticking to that plan. And I don't know why, but I feel like he's more dangerous than ever. And, sometimes boxing's crazy like that because sometimes in boxing, especially in the heavyweight division, you can have this run. It happened to Mike Tyson. It happened to many heavyweights. You have this run, you're dominating, you take a couple big losses, you get knocked out, you get stopped, you get embarrassed. And a lot of times you don't come back from that shit. Now, Joseph Parker it's going to be that question. That question is going to be answered. That question is going to be answered on rather, is Wilder truly back or not? Is he truly on a mission to either like basically say, all right, man, I'm going to get rid of this dude. And the only people that are left basically is Andy Ruiz, Joshua, and Usyk. And if Fury wants to come back for a fourth fight, he can get it too. That's it. I got like 3 fights left in me. And those are the fights that I want to solidify my career, to solidify my legacy in the heavyweight division. And that's that, and it's something that Deontay Wilder fans have been clamoring for, and we didn't want Deontay to give up hope. So the question will be answered on December 23rd. And that question is Deontay truly back And is he mentally engaged in the mission? All indications for me points to yes. Just basically looking, like I said, at his demeanor, the things that he's saying, the way he's acting, and of course his training, which I'm gonna talk about that here in a second. I appreciate everybody stopping in. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Get the likes all the way up. Y'all don't get to see me on here very much anymore. So do me a favor and let me know that you're in the building. Hit that like button and vote in that poll too, man. Go ahead and vote in that poll. Let me know how you're gonna see this fight. What's up, Razor? I see you, Razor, in the building. Aubrey, what's good, bro? I appreciate you dropping by. All right, now that I have my little monologue, I have my little intro. You know what I mean? It's like you got to marinate the meat a little bit, put the spices on there, put the salt on there before you put it on the grill. Now I'm gonna grill that shit. All right. So, prediction of this fight. First thing I want to say is we can't be too quick to discredit Parker in this fight. Can't be too quick to discredit the man. Even Deontay Wilder himself is not discrediting Joseph Parker. I can see that. I see confidence, but I see awareness. Okay, Parker's the younger guy. He's trying to position himself to get into those big fights too. You know, with Joshua and Fury and Usyk and those guys. So this is a big moment for him. He's got youth on his side, and he's got some other attributes and other skill sets that he's a little bit better than Deontay. And I'm going to touch on those. Okay? But we can't discredit Joseph Parker, bro. I'm telling you right now. This guy can hurt anybody in the heavyweight division, given the right game plan, you know, and depending on who he's going up against, you know, if they make a mistake, it can be game over. So let's not get that twisted. And then on that note, just real quickly, and I kind of got sidetracked a little bit, but I want to say this before I forget. I find it funny how the critics and the Deontay Wilder haters are never satisfied. Because I remember about a year and a half ago or so, after one of the Fury fights, just before or just after or something like that, there was a big debate here on YouTube. And there's a credible channel out here. I don't want to mention no names, but y'all might know who it is. But a credible channel out here that was basically criticizing Deontay Wilder's career. He ain't shit. Yeah, he's got some knockouts, but he ain't shit. Da 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 da. And one of the things that this guy said, and mind you, this is a credible YouTube channel out here, man. More than 10,000 subscribers. Okay. This man said Deontay just keeps fighting these taxi drivers and these cab drivers and these, you know, these big dudes that don't got any skill or, you know, just lay down or whatever the case may be. And he doesn't really have anybody on his resume except for Tyson Fury. And he lost to Tyson Fury. So Deontay Wilder ain't shit. Right? So these are the things that this guy and other people on the panel were saying. And one of the names that he mentioned as to why he's not a credible heavyweight is because, he doesn't fight Joseph Parker. Why doesn't he fight Joseph Parker? He wants to fight an old Ortiz. He lose to Fury. He gets knocked out by Fury. So when he steps up, he gets dropped or he gets stopped, and then all the other dudes ain't shit. So why isn't he fighting Joseph Parker? Because he's a young, hungry guy, young, hungry champion moving up, making some noise. And at that time, Joseph Parker was like 29 years old. Right? And so people were throwing Joseph Parker's name out there. Now, a lot of us Deontay Wilder fans were saying, man, Joseph Parker ain't ready for Deontay Wilder, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? He ain't got enough experience. So here we are. December 23rd, 2023, and Wilder's about to face Parker. So my question before I even start this prediction is that if Deontay Wilder beats the brakes off this dude or puts him to sleep, you know, what are these people going to say? because that's what people do on here on YouTube. This is one of the reasons why I don't spend too much time on this shit. There's a lot of hypocrisy, a lot of bullshit, a lot of clamoring, a lot of jumping on the gravy train just to get fucking views and shit. But you see, I have a good memory. Very good memory. So all these people that were criticizing Deontay for never fighting for never fighting Joseph Parker, if he beats Joseph Parker, then they'll say, "Oh yeah, that's a good win, bro." So Deontay, he's all right. He all right now. We're okay. We think he's on Usyk's level now. We think he's on Joshua's level now. But 2 years ago, year and a half ago, Wilder ain't shit. Okay, but I don't come on here much, but I got receipts. I got a lot of receipts. And anytime, Deontay Wilder makes noise in the sport, Divine Sense is on the fucking forefront. That's right, front lines. So, with that being said, let me get into this fucking prediction, man, which y'all been waiting for. If you're just stepping in, I appreciate you. Make sure that y'all hit that like button for me. So let me say a few key points here that I think are very important. We have to look at the tail of the tape a little bit. I appreciate you, Stormy, bro. I'm back on, man. I had to switch the mics out, man. I had to switch the fucking mics out. But yeah, one thing we have to do is look at the tail of the tape. Now, the tail of the tape doesn't tell you the whole story. I never advise people to put a bunch of money down on the table just because the tail of the tape benefits one fighter or the other. Generally speaking, generally, not always, but generally speaking, in the lower weight classes, you might have like a 2 to 3 inch reach disadvantage. You might have, one guy's like, 5'7", one guy's 5'9", shit like that. But in the heavyweight division, it can be almost astronomical on the size difference. I mean, look at the guys. I mean, look at some of the smaller heavy. Look at the Jack Dempseys of the day, and the guys that he had to go up against. He had to go up against monsters. Okay, so I mean, look at the guys that Mike Tyson had to go up against, who are a lot bigger than him, a lot longer than him, and heavier, right? So in the heavyweight division, you get all different types of size and shapes, as long as you hit that heavyweight weight class, or you go above cruiserweight, you're heavyweight, right? So in this case, Deontay is not necessarily bigger, but man, is he a lot longer. Deontay Wilder is going to have an 8-inch reach advantage in this fight. 8 inches. Y'all know how much 8 inches is? That's a lot. Okay. And one thing that we know that Deontay Wilder has been working on, I mean, basically ever since he took his last loss against Tyson Fury, and he's been in the shop with Malik Scott, I mean, daily pretty much. One thing he's been working on a lot is that jab, and working behind the jab, moving with the jab, offensive jab, defensive jab, parrying off the jab, catching and shooting with the jab. Okay, and it's like, I don't know why people are still fixated on this idea that all Wilder has is the right hands. That's all he's got. Stay away from the right hand, and you're good to go. We saw shades of this new kind of development of Deontay Wilder, even in that last Tyson Fury fight, in the first, 2 or 3 rounds, where he's coming out, jabbing in the pit of the stomach, jab to the head, and using his length, and it surprised Tyson Fury. If you go back and watch that fight, Deontay Wilder clearly won. I mean, he clearly won the first round. That's for damn sure. I don't really remember off the top of my head all the other rounds, but I remember that distinctly because I was sitting on my sofa with my ex at the time, and he came out, hard jab, and I was like, damn, so you saw shades of that then. We're like, what, 2 years from that now? And he's continued to hone in on that skill set and continue to work on that craft. you're fighting a guy like Joseph Parker, right? You go back and you look at Joseph Parker's fights and the fights that he's been victorious in, and fights that he's got these knockouts or whatever. He's extremely dangerous on the inside. He's got a vicious uppercut. And unless you're Henry Armstrong, the only way you can really land a devastating uppercut is on the inside. Okay. And he's a very good body puncher. I do like that about Joseph Parker. He is dedicated to the body, and I think he hurts a lot of his opponents to the body, which gets them to drop their guard a little bit, and he just starts working to the top and getting those uppercuts in. Okay, so there's no way in my mind, and I've thought about this multiple times, there is no way Joseph Parker stands a chance standing in the middle of the ring trying to out-jab Deontay Wilder. That shit ain't going to work. Okay? The only thing that Joseph Parker has, I mean, not the only thing, but in this fight, the one thing that he has to do to try and be successful is he's got to get on the inside. He's got to work the body. He's got to double and triple up his punches on the inside. He's got to rough Deontay Wilder up. He's got to make it a physical fight. He's got to use his weight and his size to lean on Deontay, because here's the thing. What is one thing that I've noticed about Deontay the past year and a half or so, seeing him train this new kind of regiment with Malik, and his body mechanics are changing. And the way he's throwing punches and his fluidity and the way he puts combinations together and his defense and all these other tangibles, right? One thing that I noticed is that he's leaned down. Deontay Wilder's looking like he's, 215 again. Okay. And I've been a huge advocate, and I've been speaking on the top of mountaintops for Deontay Wilder to stay away from the 235, the 240s, or whatever he was when he fought Tyson Fury the last time, because he was clearly struggling to carry that type of weight around. People need to understand, even at his age right now, Deontay Wilder is a fast twitch, heavyweight knockout artist. That's what he is. And Deontay Wilder listened. He listened, bro. He listened to the people that he knows care about him, that came out and made these critiques. And if it wasn't Deontay himself, it was Malik Scott. Somebody was listening, because this man has slimmed down, leaned down, and he is looking lightning fast right now. And that's the thing that people have to understand, is that it's not necessarily this God-given power that made Deontay Wilder who he is. Okay? That is just, there's other heavyweights throughout the history of the sport that has had dynamite, right? You're born with that shit. But that's not the only thing that made Deontay Wilder one of the most devastating heavyweight boxers of all time in regards to knocking dudes out. Is his speed and his accuracy, his fast twitch ability, his ability to react, see an opening, and although it may look a little bit jittery and a little bit unorthodox and not your textbook boxing style, it didn't fucking matter. That's the beautiful thing about boxing. You can go look down the long lineage and history of the sport of boxing, and there's some awkward motherfuckers out there doing some weird, awkward shit. How many years did we criticize? Well, at least I criticized, and a lot of us out here criticized the style of a Manny Pacquiao. For years he didn't have a fucking right hand, right? All he did was a little jab, 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 big left hand, jumping in with the left hand. But guess what happened? Juan Manuel Marquez exposed that shit. He got exposed doing that shit. Okay? But my point is that it's quick and easy on the outside unless you really understand the mechanics of the body, the sports science of the body, and not just boxing, because we can get caught up a little bit too much if you grow up around the boxing gym like I did, in my preteens and my teenage years, high school years, where you get drilled with this textbook boxing, right? You jab and you protect and you keep your shoulders up and you keep everything locked in and the way you throw combinations and how you bob, weave, and slip and step, all these things that you need, right? But Deontay, he started boxing later and he found a style that worked for him. And it's not to say he can't box. I mean, obviously the man went to the Olympics where it's a point scoring system, so you need boxing skill to be able to perform on that in that type of amateur style. But is he or will he ever be a technical masterpiece like a Lennox Lewis? No. Or Muhammad Ali? No. Or a Larry Holmes? No. But it doesn't matter. You got to circle back and understand the fact that the reason why Deontay Wilder has been dangerous all these years is not just because of God-given power, but because of his speed. How quickly that power reaches the target. And the man's got some long arms. And as I just mentioned, if you just joined here, he's got an 8-inch reach advantage against Joseph Parker. Look at Luis Ortiz. And I know a lot of people don't want to bring him. All right, this guy was probably 50 years old. These are people that just want to talk shit. Okay? So I'm not going to even entertain that. But you look at Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz was no easy task for Deontay. With his pedigree and his style, and he's tough, he's big. And, he clipped Deontay a couple times in both of their fights. Deontay Wilder was definitely not in a situation where it was a walk in the park. But one big thing that he had over Luis Ortiz was his range, his speed, and his power. And Ortiz just didn't see the punches coming. Every punch that knocked him down or knocked him out, he didn't see it coming. I want you guys to pay attention. What you don't see is the most devastating. Okay, and that's how and Deontay Wilder's got so much power anyways that, we know that he punches through the guard and still knocks dudes out. With Joseph Parker, though, he's built like a tank. So I don't expect him to, get knocked out through the guard or nothing like that. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if it happened, but I wouldn't predict that. I think he's got really good punch resistance. He's a strong guy. But here's my question, I guess. Here's the question I will pose to people or anybody that's out there wondering or is curious, like, oh, man, I like Deontay, but I don't know, man. He's getting up there in age, and Joseph, he's motivated, he's determined, he's younger. He can hit hard too, or whatever it is that you may be thinking that you're not quite sure if Deontay can pull this off. Let me throw this out there to you. Ask yourself this. What's up, Bruce? I see you in the building, Bruce. Just Do Boxing in the building. What's good with you? Let me pose this question to you. Has Wilder seen a similar style or a similar approach that Joseph Parker takes? Compared to, has Joseph Parker ever seen a style like Deontay Wilder? I'll wait. Because you're going to have to think real hard about that. What I can tell you right now at the top of my head is that Deontay Wilder, although he hasn't faced Joseph Parker himself, which he's about to do in 5 days, I don't even think it's an argument. I don't think it's even a debate that Deontay Wilder has faced guys more similar to Joseph Parker than Joseph Parker has faced guys similar to Deontay Wilder. It is so hard to prepare yourself to fight a guy with explosiveness, the fast twitch, the accuracy, the speed, and the power that Deontay has, and simulate that in a sparring session or in training. Extremely difficult. But you can find guys, Joseph Parker's stature, around the same type of reach that Joseph has, the inside fighting style, the uppercuts, the body attack, the high guard. You know, he has that like kind of catch and shoot style as well that Joseph likes to use sometimes. You can find sparring partners to emulate that way easier than you can emulate someone like Deontay Wilder. What other heavyweight out there can you grab that is a credible sparring partner that can emulate what Deontay does? Deontay Wilder is unique, man, whether you like him or not. You can nitpick and criticize his technique all you want. You can criticize and nitpick who he is as a person all you want, but there's nobody out there that you can find that can emulate and prepare yourself for Deontay Wilder. Facts. And see, that is another reason why people get knocked the fuck out when they face Deontay Wilder. And fuck what you heard or what you think or what you feel about the Tyson Fury trilogy. How many times total was Tyson Fury dropped in 3 fights? How many times total was he dropped? What was it, like 4 times or some shit like that? And every single time, well, not every time, a couple of times he got hit with the shot he didn't see. And a couple of the times he saw the shot coming, but it didn't matter. It still got dropped anyways. So that's the thing that people have to think about. So really the only thing, in my opinion, that you can lean towards Joseph Parker in this fight is he's got youth on his side and Deontay is past his prime. That's it, in my opinion. So when you go and make your bets, that's what I think you're betting on. Appreciate my man Platt Boys, bro, dropping in that super chat, saying welcome back. Well, it's good to be back, man. I know you're out there doing your thing right now too. I know you got your own boxing channel going. I'll make sure that I subscribe to that later, bro. I want to make sure I'll be able to support your new endeavors, bro. I appreciate you immensely, as I mentioned earlier. See my man Just Do agreeing to what I'm saying. So, you know, again, like I'm here just chopping it up, talking boxing, and you know, I'm always ready, man. Hey, just feel free to just drop a little note in the chat if you feel like I'm saying something that doesn't make sense to you, or if I'm lying about something, please come and correct me. Now, I've never been worried about a Joseph Parker when it comes to Deontay Wilder. I've never been worried about that because styles make fights. You know, and that's a bad style matchup for Joseph Parker, bro. I'm telling you right now, that's a bad matchup. You got a massive reach disadvantage. You're not as fast as Deontay. You don't have as much as experience as Deontay has. Okay. The power, I mean, knockouts speak for themselves. I think Deontay's got the power. He's got the speed. He's got the fast twitch. He's got the accuracy. And so, I mean, this is a heavyweight match, bro. Like, is Joseph Parker better than, you know, Brazil or some of these other guys that Deontay's knocked out? Yeah, I mean, look, as I said earlier, a lot of people were clamoring and asking the question, why doesn't Deontay fight Joseph Parker? So here he is. But I'm saying personally, for me, I've never been worried about no Joseph Parker when it comes to fighting Deontay Wilder. I was like, y'all want to see him fight Joseph Parker, be my guest, because that's not a concern for me. And on that note, Usyk is a bigger concern. And someone like Tyson Fury is always a concern because it's just, again, styles make fights. And size and experience and determination and all that different shit. And you got to be a little bit crazy. You got to be a little bit crazy if you are going to fight Wilder 3 fucking times and get knocked out 4 times in 3 fights and still get up and still willing to fight. You got to be a little bit crazy. And Tyson Fury's got that crazy shit. He's got that little bit of crazy. I don't know if there's any other person in the, like, Anthony Joshua's got some crazy too, but it's a different kind of crazy. He's got some emotional instability type crazy. Okay, but if you go in there and knock out, you go out there and you knock out fucking Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua ain't never. He done. He's done, bro. He's done. Pack it up. Hang the gloves up, bro. That's it. And so, yeah, I mean, you got to be a little bit crazy and doing some wild shit out here. I mean, to be able to say to yourself, oh man, I mean, who knows? Like, I can't even muster the words to imagine what his cranium must be made out of. I mean, it's insane. And it's literally insane. Now, all of the Fury supporters will be like, yeah, he's just built that way. He's an anomaly. He's fantastic. He's amazing. For me, I'm just like, I mean, I guess, but that shit's crazy, bro. That shit's crazy. Y'all understand what I'm saying? This man got his skull cracked in 3 fights, got knocked down 4 times. Jesus of Nazareth himself, like, picked him up off the canvas in the first fight. I mean, you see his, like, he was like levitating, bro. Like, this some crazy shit going on. I can't even imagine. What was going through Deontay Wilder's head. I went back and watched that first fight so many times, bro. I can't imagine what was going on through Deontay's head when he saw Fury get off the canvas in that first fight. Fuck if it was a long counter, like, fuck all that. Just the fact that he even got up is some crazy shit, man. Now, I'm not speculating. I'm not accusing nobody because everyone gets their panties all up in a bunch and gets their feathers all ruffled up. I don't know shit. All I'm saying is I've been watching the sport for a long time. And if you want to chuck it up to, yeah, Tyson Fury, he's just crazy like that. He can just, there's nobody else that can do that except for Tyson Fury. And you want to hang your hat on, it's just, he's an anomaly and he's special, then I guess. But all I'm saying is no other man was walking away from that shit that Deontay Wilder was putting on dudes except for him, except for Tyson Fury. Anyways, don't get me sidetracked. Because I'll start going down that dark alley, and you never know who's gonna start popping up in the chat. I guess the point that I was trying to make is, other than this Tyson Fury trilogy, Deontay more or less just puts everybody to sleep. And so, again, if you're going to be betting on this fight or you're making your predictions and whatnot and trying to figure out where you're going to be placing your money, and you want to lean towards Joseph Parker, and I don't know what the betting odds are. If anybody knows, put it in the chat. But if you're going to go for Parker in this fight, in my opinion, with my boxing brain and my boxing expertise, talking about this sport for more than a decade now, the only reason why you would bet on Joseph Parker is because he's younger, meaning he has youth on his side. Deontay Wilder's past his prime. He's not the same guy. He's taking damage against, Fury in these other fights. If he gets hurt, he gets hit, he won't be able to take it. And you got to rely on the fact, because let me say this. At some point in this fight, even if you think that Joseph Parker is going to win this fight, at some point in this fight, he's going to have to take a couple of big shots. He's going to have to absorb something. I mean, because it's coming. Okay? You hear what I'm saying? It's coming. At some point, this isn't going to be like, him coming out first round, huffing and puffing, and just knock out Deontay Wilder in the first fucking round. Okay? If that happens, I will delete this channel forever. Y'all never see Divine Sense back on here. But I ain't worried about that shit. That shit is not going to happen. So at some point, he's going to get hit. Now, if he can take it, then shit, all credit to him. And then we'll see how Deontay Wilder handles the situation, and we'll see if he's really past his prime and rather he can go into deep waters or not. But, that leads me to my prediction. Because I don't think this fight's going to deep waters. Okay? I don't think this fight is going to deep waters. I don't think that this is a fight that I just don't think it's going to last too long. I just think, with all of the things that I've mentioned in this live stream, if you missed it, the power, the speed, the accuracy, the massive reach advantage, 8 inches. 8 inches of reach. Joseph Parker's no fool. He's been around. He's talked to Tyson Fury. He knows about Deontay's right hand. Everybody knows that shit. By the time Deontay Wilder had 5 pro fights, everybody knew about Deontay's right hand. But yet they keep getting knocked out by the right hand too. But let's just assume they have this amazing game plan to stay away from the right hand. Most of Deontay's knockouts are probably by the right hand, but he's knocked guys out with the left hand too, with left hooks. He's done that too. And in my opinion, based off of what I've seen with the training between him and Malik Scott, with all the jabbing and check left hooking and working off the hook and pivoting off that left hook, I think that left hook is going to be a formidable weapon to be used. And I think that, Malik is a lot more clever than what people give him credit for. He is a boxing mind. No, he wasn't a phenomenal heavyweight boxer. But that shit don't matter. Okay? Some people are just better as a coach than they were a fighter. That's life. There's a long history of Hall of Fame coaches who were never great boxers. Look at Freddie Roach. I don't particularly like Freddie Roach too much, but, on paper, he's going to be, and when it's all said and done, he's going to be a Hall of Fame coach, period. And he wasn't a great fighter. Malik Scott is a boxing brain. And not only is he a boxing brain, he was a heavyweight at one point in time. He knows how to work with heavyweights. He knows, and he studies. And he pays attention. So I think the jab and the left hook is going to be a major weapon to set up big shots. And it's going to be from range. And expect Deontay Wilder to be moving, to be shifting and pivoting and setting up crisp, meaningful shots. And don't be surprised if we don't see, we're not going to see him winging shit and try to load up with shit. No, watch Deontay Wilder set it up. And if Joseph Parker cannot get on the inside and put some water in the basement by going in the body early, and he tries to sit back on the back foot and tries to parry jabs and try to like do his own boxing with Deontay, I mean, it's lights out, bro. It's game over. You're not going to defeat Deontay Wilder at distance. Deontay Wilder will chop you down like a lumberjack in the springtime in Canada. You understand? Choppity chop. You're going to chop your ass down. The only way, if you're Joseph Parker, round one, you got to like get underneath, hit that body, tie him up, throw him up against the ropes. You're big, you're strong, you got to act like a bull. You got to literally be a bull and try to run Deontay over. Because Deontay's coming, he's coming in lean, he's coming in fast. He's coming in, like I said, like, he probably come in like 212 to 216, something like that. So he's going to want to use his speed and his range to his advantage. So if you're Joseph Parker, you don't got no time to be bullshitting around trying to take your time, because Deontay Wilder will chop your ass down. Okay, go back and look at Bermane Sterveen. That guy got his ass chopped down. Okay, take note. What's up, Mike? I see you, bro. Yeah, I can give some quick thoughts on that. So look, man, to be honest, you know how I like to do my predictions, right? I'm kind of like, I'm a magician with this shit, bro. I can actually, I can forecast it. It's like a fortune teller. I kind of know what's going to happen before it happens. You know what I mean? Like all the times I predicted, I remember when I predicted Usyk to beat Joshua the first fight, everyone thought I was fucking crazy. Boxing clinic. I told everybody, boxing clinic, just watch. I told everybody, Bivol is going to beat Canelo. Man, you crazy, bro. Bivol ain't shit. Bivol's like a robot. Canelo's going to beat his ass. What happened? See? This is why Sensei said it. The Sensei said it up in here. Stormy B, man, said it in here. I got to get me some of Divine Sense. I got to get some of that, because that's fact. Because I come out here, I put on my little wizard hat. You know what I'm saying? I wave my wand around, and I predict these fights. I keep telling people, they don't fucking listen. So once again, we got Deontay Wilder, Joseph Parker. Man, listen, this fight is not going past 7 rounds. Okay, you stack up your money, stack it up. It's not going past 7. Deontay's looking way too focused, way too determined. He's humbled in a good way, in a healthy spiritual way. Deontay is on a mission right now. He's lean, he's mean, he looks fast, he looks powerful, he looks focused. He looks like he's been working on his craft for the better part of a year and a half or so. He's been taking it very, very seriously. He's learned from his mistakes. It's very clear he's learned from his mistakes. And it's very clear that he has accepted that he came in too big against Fury. He was too slow, too sluggish, and he's reverting back to where he was successful. And I just see that he's just going to be too much for Parker, man. Too quick, too powerful. And I see him actually dropping Parker once, maybe twice. I think Parker will get up, but he'll finish the job in less than 7, man. And if you want like an official prediction, look, man, I got a knockout in let's say 6. Knockout 6th round. That's my prediction. And I don't really need to study Wilder too much. I've been watching his career since the moment he got out of the Olympics. I've been paying attention to some of his training with Malik to kind of get a sense of how he's changed things. But I did have to do some studying on Joseph, and I did that. I did my due diligence. Okay? Because I don't ever come on here and put my reputation on the line without doing my due diligence. I spent about an hour and a half going through some fights before I came on live. And I just don't think that Joseph is going to be able to deal with the speed, the length, the accuracy, and the power. I just don't. And I think he's going to take a beating before he gets knocked out. Like it won't be like not like an embarrassing beatdown, but he's going to be taking big shots. And I think he'll get in some body work. I think he'll loop some shit over the top. He'll get Wilder to kind of backpedal a few times, get Wilder to be careful. He might have a moment on the ropes, and he'll try to get in some uppercuts and stuff like that. But the moment that Deontay is able to get out of trouble and reset, Parker, he's just going to be in trouble, man. I just don't see it. Unless Parker surprises me and gets some sneaky like left uppercut to the liver and cripples Wilder. I just don't see it. I don't think that sneaky uppercut that he has to the chin is going to work again. Wilder's just taller. He's his reflexes. I mean, again, you got to bet on the fact that Deontay Wilder is just not the same guy. He's washed up. He doesn't have the same reflexes, so Parker can catch him. But I'm not ready to accept that. I think he's got enough juice left, man. I think Deontay Wilder still got juice left. People need the last thing I want to say, and I see Platt Boys in the chat. I got you, bro. Last thing I want to say is this. Other than the Fury fights, where he did take damage, the accumulative effect throughout his career, Deontay Wilder has taken very minimal damage compared to most heavyweights. Most heavyweights with 30 to 40 fights have been knocked down multiple times, 12-round fights, busted up, beat up. You know what I mean? Like, Wilder was knocking guys out first round, second round, third round. I mean, he did like 25 fights or some shit, and it didn't even go 4 rounds. Wilder has preserved his body. Other than the Fury fights, he's preserved his body very well. Not to mention, he's just gifted and like he just ages well. I mean, he just ages like a fine wine. I mean, some people just have that. They just have those genetics. So that's what you have to consider right now. Wilder's what? He's like 36, 37. I don't remember. I mean, basically, you take like 3 years off of that. Whatever his age is right now, you take about 3 years off. That's where he's at. Just based off of, how he's been able to preserve his body compared to other heavyweights in this era. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing you have to consider. And and this is why I think that even Tyson Fury has taken damage. He's taken more damage than Deontay Wilder accumulatively over his career, bro. Yeah. Like, he's been knocked down more times than Wilder has. He's been in 12-round fights way more than Wilder has. I mean, the dude looked like shit the last fight he was in. I mean, this guy's supposed to be the heavyweight champ. He's out there barely surviving, bro. And I've been telling people on these airways for a long time that the trilogy with Deontay, although Fury was able to walk away victorious, the long-term effects of that trilogy is going to favor Wilder more than it is Fury in terms of the amount of damage that Fury took. And don't be surprised. Do not be surprised if he gets his ass beat bad by Usyk. Do not be surprised. Where's my man Stormy at, man? Where's my man Stormy at? Do not be surprised if Usyk does not beat Tyson Fury's ass, bro. I'm telling you right here. And I was one of the guys on these airways. I was telling people, bro, laugh all you want, that you got the victory over Deontay Wilder. Congratulations. This man took a lot of fucking damage, bro. And karma's a bitch. Okay? Karma is a bitch. So what goes around comes around, man, and that's what it is. But yo, Divine Sense, he ain't shit, bro. Divine Sense ain't shit, bro. He only comes on this motherfucker like one time every 6 months now. He ain't shit. Well, that's why I keep my videos saved. You know what I'm saying? I say what I say, and it's here in the archives. 22 months. 22 months, man. Almost a year. My man Platboy has been a member of the channel and still a member, even though I don't come on here very often. That's loyalty right there, ladies and gentlemen. Much love and appreciation. He says Wallen is going to give AJ problems. Yeah, so we got Mike from Michigan. We also got Platboy talking about the AJ fight. And, since we're on it, we can talk about it because I'm not going to make a whole separate live about that. Main reason is because I'm just not a big fight. Sorry, I'm not a big fan of this fight because the fight that we should be watching on the 23rd? Do you know what fight that is? You guys know. The fight that we should be watching on the 23rd is Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua. That is the fight that we should be watching. But we're not watching that, are we? No, we're watching him fight Wallen, and we're watching Wilder fight Parker. And why is that? Can somebody tell me? And maybe I need to go on live separately and and I'll be on live for fucking 8 hours if that's what it takes until somebody can give me an answer on why on the 23rd of December are we not getting Wilder versus Joshua? Why are we not? Why is that fight not happening? I don't understand. I mean, I have my opinion. But I want some facts. I want some real hardcore evidence here. I want somebody to give me a good reason on why, after all this time, after all of these years, after all of these fights that have happened, Joshua's fought X, Y, and Z, and Wilder fought X, Y, and Z, all these years. Why couldn't we get a holiday fucking special, a Christmas special of Wilder versus Joshua? Because to be honest with you, I don't give a shit about AJ versus Wallen, to be honest. And the fact that they're the main event, it's just stupid. Man. What's up, King? I see you, bro. But look, Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua should win the fucking fight, bro. He should win the fight, man. But I agree with Platboy in the sense that, Wallen is the type of guy that you can fuck around and find out. You know what I mean? And that's the thing with Anthony. What Anthony Joshua are you going to get, bro? And see, that's what I love about Deontay. That's one of the big reasons why I like Deontay, because with Deontay, you know what you're going to get. He's coming to knock your fucking head off. That's it. One way or the other, I'm coming and I'm trying to knock you the fuck out. I mean, how could you not be a fan of that? I never understood that, because that's why everybody loved Mike Tyson. Because Mike Tyson get in there in the 80s and the 90s, and you knew he's coming in to knock motherfuckers out. And people love that. And so with Anthony Joshua, I don't know what I'm going to get. Is he going to go in there and try to box? Is he going to try and, load up on a couple of shots? Is he going to get emotionally vulnerable again? Is he going to have a breakdown on the stool? Is he, you know what I'm saying? Like, this dude is so unpredictable. He's all over the fucking place. And I just like, that's why I cannot be a fan of AJ, bro. And it's sad because the man was, he's born gifted. Like, he's born with a lot of gifts, a lot of athletic abilities and gifts. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really know what it is exactly, but obviously he's got some shit going on in his life. And it's made him kind of cringeworthy these past like 3 or 4 years. And ever since that first Andy Ruiz fight, that set the stage for this new chapter of AJ. Now, of course, on paper, and when I think about it, like, skill wise and experience wise and all the other attributes, I mean, AJ should win the fight. And to be honest with you, he should win it comfortably. So I mean, as far as a prediction, like, AJ should win it by a late stoppage or a clear unanimous decision. I mean, I would say like maybe 8, 9, maybe 10 stoppage. Something, lands a big punch or something. I mean, but it can go 12 rounds too. I can see that happening. All I can say is this. What is the end goal? What is the end goal here? Is the end goal to see Wilder become victorious and fight the winner? I mean, is it the winner of Joshua and Wallen, or is it the winner of Fury and Usyk? We also get Andy Ruiz kind of floating around too. So what is the end goal here? Because I tell you what, if Anthony Joshua barely survives Wallen, or God forbid he loses, well, there goes your Wilder fight. So, in good faith and good conscience, I want Joshua to do well and perform well and knock this dude out easily. And then, of course, I want Wilder to perform well so we can finally make this fight fucking happen. Because if that's the case, I mean, Eddie Hearn doesn't really have anywhere to turn to at that point, right? There's nowhere to go. So you better hope. I mean, maybe that's what Eddie Hearn is hoping for, is I need a good performance from my guy. I need a good performance from my guy AJ so I can have the confidence to put him in the ring against Wilder. Because Eddie Hearn ain't competent. He ain't competent to put Joshua in the ring against Wilder, and Joshua himself ain't competent. And I hate saying that about any professional boxer, especially a world-class former heavyweight champion. But that's where I'm at right now when it comes to Anthony Joshua. And like my homegirl Deanna Branch always says, Anthony Glitter Boots Joshua. She coined that phrase, but I'm just repeating that here. I didn't make that up. That's from Deanna. Deanna made that up. So I'm just letting you know that he's got another nickname out there. So, Mrs. Just Stew in the building. How you doing, lovely? Nice to see you in here. I appreciate you. So yeah, Joshua should win the fight. He better win the fight. I've been asking for the Wilder Joshua fight for fucking 4 years at least. It should have been done, happened. They should be doing a rematch by now. But for Wilder, he needs to just take care of business. He needs to take care of Parker, the man in front of him, handle that business. And you know what? If Joshua ain't trying to fight, that's on Joshua, bro. And then go focus on Usyk Fury. And if that fight can't be happening, then you can fight Andy Ruiz. Get Andy Ruiz on your resume. in my mind, Wilder only has, including this fight with Parker, I think he's got 3 fights left. And on the 23rd, this is first one, and then he's got 2 more. I think that's all Wilder has left to give us is 2 more fights. I think he's got 2 more fights. And really, Wilder's in a win-win situation regardless, because if he takes care of business against Parker, if Joshua don't happen, he can fight Andy Ruiz. That's still a good name on his resume. And someone's got to fight him, either Fury or Usyk. Not that I really want to see a 4th fight between Fury, because I just would prefer a Joshua fight or a Usyk fight. Town business in the building. What's good, Town? Yeah, like 100%. I want Wilder and Joshua to win so we can finally get this fucking fight to happen. But you know how Eddie Hearn operates. Always trying to put himself in the best position. He's been trying to protect Joshua, man. Like his little golden child, man. It's fucking sickening. It's sickening to see it. Former heavyweight champion of the world out here running, bro. Shit's crazy. So anyway, I got my 1 hour live stream finally done. I was like, man, I gotta drop a prediction, man. Shit, this fight's about to happen. All right. So as I was saying, normally when I make a prediction video, I'll make an actual video, but I ain't got time for all the editing and all the other shit. So just go live, and those who want to hear will hear it, and that's what it is, man. For Wilder versus Parker, man, I think it's going to be around 6th round, like a 6th round knockout. I don't see it going past 7 or 8 rounds, man. I just don't see it. Joshua Wallen. Joshua should win this. He should win it in a late round stoppage, like maybe around 9 or 10. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes 12, but Joshua still should be the clear winner here. If Joshua can't take care of business, man, on the 23rd, bro, like, I ain't got nothing left for you, bro. I ain't got nothing left for you, man. It's just, you had a good run. You know what I mean? You had a good run. So we'll see how it all pans out. Yeah, Stormy, exactly. I can't stand Eddie Hearn, bro. I'll tell you that right now. I can't stand that guy, man. It's just you guys ever been, at work or I don't know, man, like any type of social environment. You go to the club or some shit, and there's just like that one guy. There's something about him where he just rubs you the wrong way. You can't put your finger on it, but it's like there's something about this guy that just brings this kind of like negative energy, and you just want to like punch him in the face just to get it over with, just to like clear your conscience, like clear your mind. Like if I punch this guy in the face, then I feel better about it because I don't have to worry about some sneaky shit. Like he's the type of guy, like you pick up a chick at a club, you know what I'm saying? And then you're about to like leave the club to get a Uber or whatever, or take her back in your whip and like take her back to the crib. And he comes like from the side door and shit, talking about, hey bro, I don't mean to interrupt you or nothing like that, but like, I know this chick, and he trying to cock block you and act like he know her and make it all fucking weird and complicated. and try, you know what I'm saying? Like that type of guy. Like this is like a fucking weirdo. Just got some weird shit, got some weird energy. To me, that's Eddie Hearn. The way he talks, the way he looks around, like the way he looks around the room and shit when he's talking about shit, and this weird kind of relationship that he has with Anthony Joshua. Like I don't know exactly. Like I don't want to like go in that direction, if you feel what I'm saying. But they have a very unique. Okay, I'll try to be politically correct here. I'll try to be nice. They have a very unique relationship, these two. But just in general, Eddie Hearn is just like something about him, man. Like I said, it's like that guy in the club. You just kind of look like, yeah, this guy, man. You gotta watch out for this motherfucker, bro. Yeah. Okay. You see it like, yeah. Y'all know what I'm saying, man. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Hey, we got Jeff Sparks, man, Queens, New York in the building. What's up, Jeff, man? I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day. Man, fuck it, bro. Like we ain't trying to talk about all of this shit, man. Look, man, it's about to be Christmas time. You know what I mean? I hope you guys got your gifts all under the tree. Already got your family plans organized, man. We about to watch a fight on the 23rd, man. 2 days before Christmas. Wilder's back in the ring, man. Get your fucking hot chocolate out, marshmallows in that bitch. Go ahead a little pregame with your turkey. That's okay. You can have a little pregame with your turkey, a little bit of cranberry sauce. You know what I'm saying? A little you can sweet potatoes on the side. You got to appetize what you're gonna eat on Christmas early. So now you got an excuse. You feel me? Now you got an excuse to test it out, so you know it's good before Christmas, like on Christmas Day. You know what I mean? So that's how we do it. We get to watch Wilder fight. You know what I mean? Get a knockout, celebrate that shit, and then it's Christmas. Bring the family together, celebrate. The fact that we can witness greatness. We can witness a one-of-a-kind generational fighter in Deontay Wilder, what he's brought to the sport the past 10 years or so, all of the knockouts and excitements. We get to watch him one more time and continue to celebrate that excellence, man. That's what it's about. Exactly, Jeff. A guest in Jeff Island party. Yeah, man. This dude, he's a weirdo, bro. That dude, he's a weirdo, bro. I'm telling you, man. This is that it's like you can go to the club, man. I love to use the club as a fucking example. I don't really go to the club anymore, to be honest with you. I haven't been to like a proper club outing, like get dressed up and actually go in at least 2 or 3 years. But it's the greatest example because that's where I like to call, that's where the wolves come out. And I don't mean that in a good way. I'm talking about, late at night, the moon is up and shit. It gets dark and grimy and shit. Like that's when the wolves come out. You know what I mean? And Eddie Hearn is that type of guy that everyone's just kind of dressed up, looking nice, but he's like that weirdo that's got a suit on and shit. It's like, bro, why you got a suit on, man? This is a hip hop club, bro. What you got a suit on for? You know what I'm saying? Like, why you looking all weird? Why the fuck are you wearing a suit with fucking sunglasses on in the club, bro? In a hip hop club? What's going on here? Out here looking like a fucking hitman and shit. Yeah, man. That's Eddie Hearn. I think he likes that attention. He likes to get that strange attention. Who knows? Maybe him and De La Hoya, they might be friends behind the scenes. Platboy back in the chat says, quick thoughts on Dubois versus Miller. To be honest with you, I haven't actually given that fight much thought. But if I were to go off the top, I think Miller should take that, bro. I'm going to slightly lean towards Miller on that one. Yeah, I think Miller can stop him, actually. Now that I sit down and think about it for a moment. But I have to refresh my memory a little bit on some of Dubois' fights. Maybe I can pick up on something that I haven't thought about or I forgot. But right now, as I think about it, I think Miller should take that, bro. I don't know why. It's something about there's something that tells me like Miller is going to take that one. But but I'll go back and double check and see if I can see something from Dubois, man, and maybe brush up on it again one more time. But right now, I would say I think Miller's gonna. I think he'll take it. I think he'll take that one. But look, guys, good to come on here again. I've been gone for so long. I don't know if people got their notifications properly or not. But those who did stop by, man, I appreciate you. I do want to come back on here the next time. There's a lot that I have to say, by the way, about Devin Haney, about Tank Davis, about Shakur, a little bit about Canelo. There's some thoughts that I want to put out there. So I got some things that I want to continue to talk about. I'll try to ramble off a few little topics maybe before the new year, but let's enjoy this, prediction video. Let's enjoy the fight on the 23rd. Let's get our pre-Christmas meal prepared, bring the family together, celebrate excellence. Then of course, enjoy your Christmas morning and night. And then maybe I'll rattle off a few more topics for you guys, man. Just keep your eyes out, man. I know, what I'm saying? I know I don't come on here much, but it's always good to just slide through the channel every once in a while just to see if I drop anything, because I'm kind of random like that. You know what I mean? Something sparks me or I get excited about something, then I'll jump on. But that's what it is for right now. And by the way, I mentioned earlier when I first went live, I'm starting a whole new project now, a whole new podcast project. And it's going to be talking about a lot of deep stuff, a lot of social topics, a lot of relationship talk, a lot of empowerment for men, just a lot of deep stuff that I've really been investing a lot of energy into, and I've been really wanting to do this for a long time, and it's finally coming together. I'm going to have a lot of guests come on the channel, and a lot of the guests are probably going to be more women than men. And a lot of it is kind of designed to get the woman's perspective and get them to open up about things and just put it out there in the airwaves, and kind of debate it and get a conversation going. So I have a lot of that planned. I'll let you guys know officially what that new channel is going to be and how you guys can tune in and whatnot. But Divine Sense will never just disappear. You know what I mean? It'll always be here, always on standby for any time I want to come out and talk boxing with you guys. So it's just a matter of a life shift. You know what I'm saying? My life is shifting. I'm going a little bit of a different direction, to different goals. I've been talking about boxing, man, for fucking goddamn almost 15 years now. You feel me? And I do it purely out of passion. I certainly don't do this shit for revenue or for money or whatever. Like, I ain't going to be boxing ego. I'm not going to be blue blood. I'm Divine Sense. That's it. And I've never looked at this as money. But we all got ideas and passions that we really want to invest and actually do try to build something, so that's what I'm focused on. But Divine Sense will be here, man. So keep your eyes open anytime I jump live. I appreciate everybody immensely for taking the time out of your day. Hope you guys aren't too cold out there, because where I'm at out here, I'm on a fucking tropical country, man. You feel me? I wake up in the morning. We're in the middle of December, man. I wake up and it's like 80, 82, 85 degrees, nice little breeze. So I hope you guys are bundled up, staying warm out there, man. I hate to rub it in a little bit, but I've been telling y'all, man. I told my man Plat Boys many times, come visit your boy. Get some of that nice, cool, smooth weather out there when it's wintertime. This is the place to be. So make sure you guys holler at me at any point in time. And I take care of my family, man. I'm telling you right now, I take care of my family. You come in through here, get you set up, whatever you want. You want a hotel, you want a resort, you want a serviced apartment, whatever it is. This place is my second home. I've been here for a long fucking time, man. I'll take care of anybody. So don't be ashamed or shy or whatever to hit me up. Make sure you follow me on the gram at Divine Sense Boxing. Follow me. Hit me in the DMs. Say, yo, I want to take a vacation. I'm gonna come with me and my fam. I'm gonna come alone. Whatever the case may be, I'll hook you guys up. And whatever it is, y'all want to go to the islands, you want to go to the beach, you want to do the tourist shit and go around, or you just want to live and just party and go around the nightlife and see what's out here, then whatever it is, man, I'll take care of you. Just hit me up. Oh, Mrs. Just Do, I'm out here in Thailand, man. Based in Bangkok, but I have a lot of connections in the south of Thailand where all the islands and beaches are at. And also anybody interested in Japan, Philippines, Korea, Singapore, or anywhere in Central America, like Panama, Costa Rica. Also, you can holler at your boy. Been there, done that, got lots of connections. So that's what's up. But out here, though, in Thailand, I would say is like, as far as like the weather and the people and your money goes a lot further out here, and a lot of stuff to do and see and enjoy. Definitely is Thailand, man. So holler at your boy, man. So I'm gonna get up out of here. It's late at night for me. I'm gonna get some shut eye, and hopefully I see you guys at least one more time before we roll into 2024. All right. So if I'm not live for the Wilder fight, I'll definitely be dropping my post-fight thoughts, but I will try my best to go live during the fight. So keep your eyes open, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Much love, much appreciation. I'm out.